How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout. We are currently looking at a Bitcoin value of $7,507. And right now, I think we are on the verge of a looming financial crisis across the board for various different reasons that need not be mentioned here. The writing is so clearly on the wall for so many different avenues that it's not even worth going into. I would rather sort of illuminate our thoughts and feelings and our prayers with a simple video here, to start us off. Of course, later on, we're going to get into talking about Cardano. We're going to get into talking about Tezos and Cardano ranked top of the class in technology. But for now, I want to talk about good old-fashioned Bitcoin. And here I have a minute and 38-second video that will be just playing just to start us off, get us on the right foot, get our minds on track. I know a lot of people probably thinking about things that are maybe crypto unrelated. Maybe you're out buying toilet paper. I know that's a joke that's been beat half to death, but I had to do it. So let's watch this video now. I think it's a good start to the conversation. We got a lot of news to cover and only a short time to do it. So without any further ado, let's get into it.
So we start with a visual representation of how much gold is in the world. 7.7 trillion, 187,000 tons roughly. We go down, we see how much real estate, hard asset, is in the entire world, $217 trillion. And you look at the real estate compared to the amount of gold, you're like, wow, that's a lot of real estate. Oh, but wait, there is more. Just wait till we get to the derivatives. Holy cow. So now the low end estimate of the derivatives, let's keep scrolling down here, is $544 trillion. And I'm scrolling. I'm continuing to scroll. We keep scrolling. And finally, we've got to the 544 trillion mark. But a lot of experts say that it's a lot higher. They peg it at $1.2 quadrillion in size. So to see that, we got to keep on scrolling. Scroll. My finger's actually starting to hurt. It even says keep scrolling. Finally, we get to the bottom, and I think it's kind of cool that right at the bottom, it shows you a visual representation of Bitcoin, just one little teeny block.
Definitely some gospel of the cryptocurrency world right there. Couldn't have said it better myself if I had a minute and 30 seconds to. Anyways, talking about Cardano, the potential for a $7 Cardano, and I know a lot of people are going to be in the comments right now saying like, oh, $7 Cardano, that's out of the question. But I think it's interesting, we actually think about what a $1 trillion market cap would do. So we have in a recent interview with Cointelegraph, Ethereum co-founder Charles Hoskinson explained why he believed Cardano is poised for $1 trillion market cap of itself. One of the main distinguishing points of Cardano's development approach is its emphasis on research first. Genius founder will not always be around. This quote right here goes on to say, so my whole argument for academic rigor is it's not just about today, it's about tomorrow. And two different respects. It's about tomorrow from the respect that we can get protocols that can scale to billions of users, and there are no protocols in the world that right now allow us to do that. So they have to be designed. And then two, who will come up with the protocols 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now? We always going to have genius around? No. So scaling to billions of users. So when quantum computers come alive, now this is what I really picked this article so that I could touch upon, because quantum computers is really one of those things that I mean, it's a complete threat to the entire ecosystem of everything as we know it, not just Bitcoin's algorithms, not just the future of finances, but it's an interconnected web that's going to uproot. Accountants will no longer be a thing. You talk about truck drivers not being able to have a job because of automation. Quantum computers are easily going to put the best accountants out of work, and people don't realize this. They think that these teachers, accountants are all going to be luxury, relegated to the back seat. Same with lawyers. Quantum computing is going to totally upend. Most doctors won't be necessary, especially with 5G and so many of the other aspects of the world as we know it will just be able to be done by such a small pool of the best, and there really won't be much need for these different levels of mediocrity that pervade in the ecosystem that we have today, simply based on the fact that efficiency is going to ultimately uproot the legacy sort of jobs of the past, and that's just what we have to deal with. So when we start doing these things on satellites, we have protocols for that. Well, we want these things to work on a cell phone with the same user experience and use of course snarks, and it doesn't have to be built by one company or one party. It can come out of the academic world in a very decentralized way. So I think this is the long-term superior approach, and it's the only approach that will actually get the protocol of a billion people. So those are I think some very eye-opening sort of perspectives that we need to take in. I mean, quantum computing is only a short 5-6 years away, and these things are going to be a very quick reality. I think that the likes of which even the COVID sort of hype is nothing even to compare. So we have just Cardano and its ranking now. Of course, some interesting things here. Are ranked excellent in technology category. I think it will be interesting to see, of course, when we see these things happen. I mean, in my lifetime, it's amazing to actually know that I'm going to witness one of the most pivotal paradigm shifts that will ever really be wrought upon humanity. I mean, whether we'll see this amount to something that's totally in alignment with our hopes and dreams, or whether we're going into a total dystopia. But the fact of the matter is, once many of these things are implemented and we go humanless on a lot of these different levels, it will make a lot of sense to think that, I mean, it would take something more than a genius. It would take an entire planet full of people working together to and it's only a matter of time. Of course, I mean, we're all just sort of collecting unemployment at that point. Wise Crypto Ratings, the leading provider of independent, unbiased, trusted rates. So blah blah blah. Definitely interesting to see Cardano ranked among this list. Then again, they did include XRP in there, so not necessarily getting all my praise. But yeah, anyway, remember, this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. Of course, I'm not your dad. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm only here making this content out of the kindness of my heart. Don't say I didn't speak positively about cryptocurrency in the future, because there's going to be plenty of people who wish that they spent their $1,200 stimulus check on some Bitcoin. Much the same, we did see an influx of those $1,200 purchases across various other mediums, platforms, exchanges. Our blockchain dApps truly decentralized. Hint: no, they're not. 8.5 million XRP cashed out in 2019 through giveaways, little scam giveaways. The next Bitcoin halving, to have and to hold. So that'll be it for now. We'll continue as these things move forward, but I hope you guys have enjoyed now this spiel, and we will continue this content in the future. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.